1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a fucking weekly recap. Yeah. Smooth jazz on this Wednesday, October 8th. I don't know. I just felt like it should be smooth jazz this time, but I didn't think fast enough to make a smooth jazz version. It doesn't matter. Fantasy football! Insulation from the world. Nothing else matters within fantasy football. Wars are happening. Famine's a thing, I believe, probably. Doesn't matter, though. What did LeGarrette Blount do? Oh, he got dropped? More to the waiver wire later. Let's go to the standings. In the Puds. Team Big Pebbles at 5-0. Inexplicably? Yeah, it's inexplicably. Riverman and Swamp Dogs at 3-2. Funny Beats at 3-2 as well. Shut Up Dylan at 2-3. And the Crunktown Stop Wops coming back hard at 2-3 as well. The Suds, Chainsaw Pandas at 4-1. Ooh, with first loss of the tough times for you. McCarthy on your face 2-3. You talking about Dicka 2-3. The Squeakers 2-3. And the Bengals at 0-5. Going over the games the previous week that we all lived. Crunktown Stompwomps beats the Funny Beats 139-106. Crunktown Stompwomps coming into themselves and maybe understanding that Demaryius Thomas deserves the ball every once in a while again. Just passing the ball. Chainsaw Pandas take their first loss versus You Talking About Dicko, 119.5 to 83.5. The Squeakers beats the Riverman Swamp Dogs 114.5 to 100.5. McCarthy on your face 137 beats Shut Up Dylan 137 to 74. That is a lot to a little. And Team Big Pebbles beats the Bengals 117.5 to 114.5. For next week, the 2-3 Swamp Dom. Ow now, brown cow. Words. The roads are destroyed by the typhoon. Wow. For next week, the Crunktown Stopwomps face the McCarthy on your faces. The Chris's. This is Chris. 2-3 versus 2-3. Big matchup. Projected total 125 v 130 right now. Doesn't matter at all. I'm not even going to tell you who those pertain to because it doesn't matter. The Bengals 0-5 versus the Squeakers 2-3. Shut Up Dylan 2-3 versus You Talk About Dicka 2-3 as well. The Team Big Pebbles 5-0 versus the Chainsaw Pandas 4-1 matchup of the week, I'd say. Titan v almost also Titan. The Team Big Pebs just hanging out at 5-0, and the Chainsaw Pandas with their newfound black eye of good luck, assumably, which hopefully will bring them into this week, where the more colors that happens on Dylan's face, the better he'll do at fantasy football, I assume. Funny Beats. Words are just the toughest. Funny Beats 3-2 v the Riverman or Swamp Dogs, also 3-2, which is also a nice big matchup to see who will go to 4-2, a very good amount to be, and 3-3, not the same. Mark is not here yet. He's out on the road doing like work and stuff. Lame. If he doesn't get here until later, I'll just do my impression of him, which is it's not going to be very good, and it's going to be a lot of consonants, but that's all I can give you on this day of days. Let's go to the waiver wire. A lot of waiver activity this morning. The Gabs dropped LeGarrette Blount because apparently he's not doing anything. Remember I would said I would get to that later, and I did. I got to it later. Now I am here. Dylan Sear dropped Terrence West and added Ben Tate. John Vergatti added Ben Oliver, dropped Carlos Hyde. Dylan Sear added the Titans, dropped the Steelers. Dylan Sear added dropped Carson Palmer because he's been in Denver. He had treatment. He's coming back. Maybe, probably. I don't know. Added Andre Williams of the New York Giants. Hopefully the Giants doing well, and although now that I've talked about it at all, I've absolutely jinxed it. Dropped Kobe Fleener and picked up Owen Daniels. Also dropped Ladarius Green and picked up Jared Cook. So on this day of days, picking up 2 new tight ends just to see how it would go. Starting Jared Cook. Starting Owen Daniels at tight end and Jared Cook at her flex. 2 tight ends. Ballsy move, Danielle. You know what, though? I stand by it. When you're at 0 and 5, you gotta start doing things that you think are a little out there, but maybe they'll work. You just gotta throw tight ends to the wall and hope they stick. I felt like that was there's like a dick joke in there. No, never mind. In Adrian Peterson news, while Mark isn't here to yell at me about it, because every time I talk about Adrian Peterson, he has a little conniption fit where he loses all ability to speak and his face turns super red. Adrian Peterson, quote, did not use funds from his charity to pay for a hotel room where an orgy allegedly took place and claims he never took money from his charity for his own personal use. He wants to make very clear that he never used a credit card and blah, 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 and he also said that his uncle did it. Wait, he said his uncle did it? Peterson's uncle is the one who used the credit card on a hotel room in 2011, but the foundation rep says the uncle never had a credit card either. Peterson also denies what took place in the room was an orgy, but did admit some people had sex that night. Okay, no. Listen, my uncle paid for the thing that wasn't sex. I mean, it was sex, but it was like not enough sex for an orgy. I love the idea of Adrian Peterson being like, wait. What is your definition of orgy? Because I'm rich and famous, and I've been to orgies before, pretty awesome ones specifically, and there were only like 8 bitches as opposed to like 20 bitches, which I'm sorry, and I know that's not the politically correct term for ladies, but in this orgy sense, they are called bitches. It's in the union rules. I just have to be very clear about that. So there were only 8 bitches, and they were only like 4 man-hoes. Man-hoes is also the union repped thing we call each other, man-ho. So bit's gone off too long. It's just funny. You can't just say it's funny at the end. If you just scream it's funny at the end, it doesn't make it funny. It's never happened where someone's like, it's funny, and everyone's like, oh. So yeah, not enough dickin' for an orgy. His uncle did it. This all never happened. Also let me run a football into an end zone again. Oh, Mark would be exploding right now. That is a good bagel. And now, because Mark isn't here, I will reenact how I think Mark's Corner would have gone today. Hey guys, well, I officially hate fantasy football again. Fantasy football is the worst, and when I lose, it's the worst, but when I win, it's the best. I met Kate on the field of battle. Turns out, wasn't Kate. Kate was on the sidelines, lawn chair, sippy cup, assumably rum for her terrible alcohol addiction, and just waving over at me and Chris. Didn't know it was a 2v1, came on hard, and it's cheating. I would assume it's just cheating. Two people's brains, one person's brain, and both very tall. The tallest of the tall people versus the medium-sized person, and I did not, appreciate it. JR just texted me and said, "Say football, Abby." So there it is, JR. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm sure you are. This week, though, I'm still Mark. This is Mark. I'm Mark. Look at me. I'm Mark. He doesn't talk. This week, playing JR. I love you, buddy. I love you so much. And you're the light of my life. But I will defeat you. I will defeat you, and I will pound you into sand, into the ground, and you will be once rock, but now sand, because rock turns into sand when pounded. When pounded into the ground, which is what I will do to you. I think in the middle there, I stopped being Mark, and I started being an advocate for the Grand Canyon, like how it became to be. I became a geologist. I went from Mark to a geologist, but y'all didn't even see it. It was so like, woo, out of nowhere. It was left field. It's pretty much just, that's what acting is, so. I wish you all the worst of luck this week, and I pray to all the colors of Dylan's eye in the wind. Pocahontas, also Dylan. It's a solid reference. It's just over the plate. I pray to all those colors that you all simultaneously lose. I know 9 of you can't lose at once, but gosh darn do I wish that was a real thing that could really happen. That would be real. That would just be, oh gosh. That would be fortuitous, I would say. Fortuitous is the word I would use. I'm not even getting up. Just lean in and say some words.
Hey, Kate, Chris, congratulations, but also mostly fuck you. Mostly Kate.
I said earlier, it's not fair for 2v1.
No,
They're
it's
very
not.
tall.
They're very tall. Also, Matt Asiata is a little bitch.
A little piece of pitch.
He did a whole lot of stuff and then a lot of nothing. I fucking hate fantasy football. Bottom line, I hate fantasy football.
UVJR, though.
Good luck, John.
This has been the weirdest video. This is what you get for not going into videos with any plan whatsoever. Good luck in week 7. Y'all crazy motherfuckers. I love y'all. Suck dicks. Bye.